Today too is another day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Go to YouTube and then look for, you can type in Bestman Technologies, or if you're having the link, you can click on the link and the link will automatically direct you to my channel. So if you go there, just click on the subscribe button and then you click on the notification bar in order for you to be the first person to see my. We talked of where to download and install Photoshop. So if you've not watched that video, you can look for it in my videos. It's over there. Today we are going to learn about the interface of Photoshop. This is the interface of Photoshop. But what makes it an interface? We are having our toolbar. This portion is our toolbar. We have our tools here. That's the toolbar. And this one is the menu bar. This one you are seeing here, the file, is the menu bar. And this place 2 is our option bar. This is our option bar. And then we also have our layer palette. This one is our layer palette. It's our layer palette. And we also have our properties. This one that is swatched with the colors is not difficult to understand. So this one we go through when we start doing something, when we start designing something. This one we will go through. And the reason we call this menu bar, if you go to file, we have new here, we have open here. The new is when you are creating new file to work on it. And we also have the edit, which also has its own option. You can choose the option, you can choose option from it. And we also have images, layers, filter. And this is the option bar for the tools. So if you select any of the two, it has option here for you to select. If you choose a tool, it has option here for you to select. Any tool you choose, it has option. And this is the layer. This is the layer palette. And then this you are seeing here is the workspace. Workspace. Whatever we do will be shown here. So this we are doing. This portion is what we call the workspace. But seeing this essential, we have option over there. If this one you are seeing here, you can drag it and arrange it how you want. You can, if you see the blue line, it means that it can be attached here. So you put it here. You can drag it and then put it here, depending on how you want your workspace to be, how convenient you want your space, your workspace. And you can drag it to anywhere you want. You can arrange it, you can arrange it to how you want it to be. That's the essential. So if you arrange it this way, you can save it so that the next time you come, you can use the same interface, the same workspace. You can save it, use the same, that's new, then you save it as you want, maybe Bestman workspace. Bestman workspace. If there's any shortcut, you do it that way. So as you've seen, Bestman workspace. So if you come to essential, you still see the same thing. What about going to what about if you reset it, it will go back to our previous interface. So this is our previous interface. But then if you want to go back to Bestman interface, you have that option. Here is the Bestman interface, and then you have it this way. So let's go back to our essentials. That is our previous interface. This is our previous interface once again. So let's move on. This is our let's try and do something new. So we are creating a new document. So you select, so let me select the pixels, if it is in pixels, if it's inches, if it is in centimeters. You just have your measuring tool, you just measure whatever document you want to do, then you insert it. If it's A4, you go to international, you select A4, you select A3, you select A5, you select A6. It's over there. So let's assume we are working on A4. The resolution tool depends on your machine. If you the resolution talks about how clear, how quality your document will be, how clear, how precise your document will be. To me, because this is practical, this is a lesson I'm teaching you, I'll take it to 72 in order to make my machine run very fast. So 40 days there, very good. And this is the layer, as you've seen it over here. This is the layer palette. Whatever you do will be shown here. If you are having about 5 images in your workspace and you want one to be on top, you have to drag it to this place. You have to drag it. So this is our workspace. And if you want to create a new layer, we have the option here. This is a new layer. If you click on it, a new layer will come. Okay, but if you want a transparent background, if you want a transparent background, this one is locked, so you can't drag the new layer under it unless you unlock the background folder. How do you unlock the background folder? You just click on the locked icon you've seen here and drag it to the trash pan. It will be unlocked before you can be able to drag it under it. That's how it is done. And here this one you are seeing is what we call our status bar. And this is our zoom bar. If you want to zoom it, pressing Ctrl plus the plus sign, it will be zoomed. Minus sign, it will go back to our normal state. And then we also have our document tab. This is our document tab. Whatever we do, let's assume we are creating a new folder. You see, you've seen it shown a new document tab here. This is our previous one. This is our second one. And then if you are having a document like this, if you are having a layer like this and you want to rename it, just double click on the name and you can change it to maybe best man. Just double click on the name. But then also, if you are clicking on it, don't come to this side. This side will take you to another option. If you double click, it will take you to layer style, which is not what you needed. Let's go back. And then in our previous lesson, we talked about how to use the tools, how to use the various tools in Photoshop. So this is the interface. So if you see the interface, this option, the layer you are seeing here, new layer, as you clicked on this one, new layer, you can also find it layer here, new layer, and then you can also create the same thing. You can name it maybe October. That's it. You get it. And then you can rename it to. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. In our next video, we will talk of how to use the various tools in Photoshop, and we'll be designing certain things with the various tools in Photoshop. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.